Hunt your form, got your bitch on porn, smash, with two forms.
Yo, what's up people? It's your buddy Huncho Foreign here reporting live from your mother's house, doing my thing as I usually do, and in this shirt, it is not ironed at all. It's like completely wrinkled, and I look like a total chode, an absolute chode. If you don't know what that means, you will know what it means by the end of this video. But remember, before I start this video, I want to let you know, just like last time, this episode is brought to you by everyonechats.com, a website where you can get paid to practice your English. It's that simple, okay? So let's get to the episode. Today is 5 bad words you didn't know. 5 bad words that you probably don't even know, even if you're a native speaker of the English language. You probably do not know or know the actual meaning to all 5 of these. Maybe you know 1, maybe you know 2, but I'm pretty sure at least 3 you're gonna learn something new today with at least 3 of them. And that's for a native speaker. For the rest of you, I'm pretty sure all of these will be new for you. So let's get to these bad words. But before I go, remember, you should not use bad words in any professional settings, like in your university or to your parents, or like at a job interview or at work in general. You shouldn't really use these words, okay? So let's get to the first one. This one is a prick. Now, what is a prick? Well, in proper English, a prick could be a little hole in something. Like, you'll probably prick something. It can be a noun and a verb, I believe. Like, you can prick something, like that means you're putting a little hole in it. And a prick could be a little hole in something in general. But in slang, the bad meaning just means you're an unpleasant person. It's also another way to say penis. That's a prick. So if someone's being rude, annoying, you can call them a prick. Now, it is insulting, it is a bad word, but I think this is, out of all the insults I'm gonna give today, I think this one is one of the most known. Prick. That simple. It's another way to say penis, but it's another way to just say a person's unpleasant and you do not like them, okay? That's number 1, prick. Now let's get to number 2. And number 2, oh my God. God damn it. I don't know why I'm teaching this stuff. And hopefully you're 18 or over if you're watching these videos. Okay? Rim job. Oh man, I gotta explain this. Well, okay. A rim job is the action of someone putting their mouth on a very nasty place to make the other person feel better. And this part of the body on the other person, everybody has. So it's not like boobs or a penis or a vagina, it's that other part. And this is basically putting your tongue on it and doing things. So yeah, that's what that is. So I don't really want to explain it any more than that. It's pretty graphic, yeah. Also known as tossing salad, and yeah. So actually, rim jobs is a way that some people would pay for their drugs in prison. So this should help you stay out of jail or prison. I don't know what they do in Russian prisons or Brazilian prisons. European prisons are so nice. It's like a vacation spot. But anyway, in America, it's not. And a lot of people who want drugs, the guy would say, hey, you want drugs? Fine. You have to give me 2 rim jobs. First rim job, I want it to be with jelly. And second rim job, I want it to be with syrup. And then after you do those 2 rim jobs, then you get your drugs. Stay off drugs, stay out of prison. It's not worth it, okay? Third one, all right. Hopefully I just stopped someone from committing a crime. Third one is actually British. I heard this in one of my favorite TV shows and I immediately looked up the definition. This is British and it's Nava. Nava. What is a Nava? Well, a Nava is basically an insult for somebody, but it's also a way to say like a person gives oral sex. That's a Nava. So, how do I put it? I was watching Black Mirror. I don't know if you guys know the TV show Black Mirror. And there's one episode called Shut Up and Dance. It's called Shut Up and Dance. And the star of this episode is a boy. I don't know how old he is. He's probably like 19, 20, you know, he's still young. And his co-workers don't like him. And one time he was riding his bike like out, like away from work, and he almost hit one of his co-workers, and his co-worker goes, "Easy, Nava." And I was like, Nava? What the hell is a Nava? But a Nava is an insult that basically says you like giving oral sex. That is a Nava. It's very rude. But they say, I say Nabber or Naba, but they like Naba. Naba. I can't say it like they do, but their accent is fucking awesome. Easy, Naba. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is going to be Twat. Now, what is a twat? Well, like the others, it's a general insult, but it's also a slang way of saying vagina. It's also a slang way of saying vagina. So if you say, dude, you're a twat, you're a complete twat, that just means you are just not pleasant. Twat. Slang for vagina, not pleasant person. And let's get to the last one. And the last one, I'm saving for last, what I said I look like in this shirt. And that is a chode. Now, what is a chode? A chode is slang for someone who's unpleasant, but in slang it actually means a penis that is wider than it is long. So you kind of gotta use your imagination for that. You gotta imagine like a penis, not like this, but it's like, I can't show it. You know, it's just wider than it is long. That's very weird, you know, so that's a chode. So let's go over the 5. You got prick, unpleasant person, also slang for a penis. In proper English, it's like putting a hole in something or a little hole in something. Rim job, God, do I have to go over it again? Naba is an insult, but it also means someone who likes giving oral sex. Twat, slang for a vagina. And chode, a penis that's wider than it is long. So that's very interesting. And so there you go, there you go, guys. And hopefully you don't use these at the wrong place or at the wrong time. You use them with your friends. And don't forget to check out everyonechats.com where you can make some money just for practicing your English. It's that simple. Go sign up. By October 15th, we should have everything ready and running. But sign up now. Don't waste your time. Just go, sign up. Start to learn more about it, so when we start doing things on a normal, have chats and stuff going, you'll be ready. And I'm out. Later.